Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Stefy Talks. My name is Stefy. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about what books I read in January, which is the first video on my channel like this. But I thought I'd start with a bang. These are the books that I read, and I'm just going to show you guys what my thoughts are and tell you guys what I thought and go from there. Starting with the first book that I started with, I did start this I think around about the end of December, beginning of January, but I DNF'd it, so I didn't read it. I didn't continue reading it. I just got bored of it, didn't like it, wasn't my cup of tea. I think it wasn't what I wanted to read at the time, so I just read it because I just didn't have anything else to read. So that's probably why I gave it. I don't think I even gave it a rating on Goodreads. I don't think I even gave it anything. I probably read about 50 pages, 100 pages, and I got bored. So DNF'd that, unfortunately. So I can't really give you much about that one. Then I dived into, you guys know I've been talking about them all the time. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm talking about these. I dived into the Mortal Instruments saga by Cassandra Clare, and yes, I think it was the best move that I did in January because I read 3 books. And so let's start with the first one. So, City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. This is the introduction to the Shadowhunter world. I loved it. I gave it 5 out of 5, and it just I don't know if I could say it's the easiest to read, especially if you're not English speaking or something. It can be a bit difficult. You know, it's small. Obviously, as you can see, it's like the writing is very small, so there's a lot of detail. It takes you longer to read this. I think I read it in about 2 days. I was so excited to get it. I was so excited to read it, and I loved it. I literally loved it. I had some time off work. I think it was the beginning of the year. It was my birthday and everything. So I literally read. I think I read it in about 2-3 days. It was amazing. Love it. I think my favorite characters in this book had to be Jason Simon. I just can't. It's just amazing, amazing, amazing. Next in the saga is the City of Ashes. Now this, I started reading this, if I'm not mistaken, when I went back to work, so it took me longer to start it and get into it. But again, another storyline, obviously, into the shadow world. There was a time where I got bored of it, so that's why I gave it a 4 out of 5, because I was never a fan of the werewolf thing. Even when I watched the series on Netflix, I just kind of got bored of it. So there was some things where I was just like racing through it and stuff like that, but other than that, it was a good ending. Didn't mind it, but I was glad to finish it. So 3 or 4 stars, I think I gave it, something like that. So that is that one. The last one is City of Glass. I actually really liked this book. Obviously, it was mainly in Idris. It was based in Idris, which is the other world of where the Shadowhunters are from. I loved how, even just reading Jace's storyline and how he found out who his real parents are and stuff like that, I just really liked this book. I just really, really liked it, and I didn't want to put it down. It took me longer, obviously, because I didn't have much time to read it throughout January, but I think I read it probably around between maybe the 2nd or 3rd week of January. I just really liked this one. I think I gave about 4 stars or 4.5 stars because it was great, but not as great as the first one, if that makes sense, because you're kind of getting into the Shadowhunter world. So I think the first one is like very hard to beat. So that's that one. And then obviously I have to leave the best for last. You guys know, you guys have seen me talk about this. It's The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Now, this I was very excited to read because it's something new. I've never heard of it, never read anything, couldn't understand what everyone was talking about, Carden and Jude. Could never understand that. I never wanted to read into it because I knew I wanted to read the book. So I never understood what they were talking about, because when you read this book, Jude and Carden don't like each other at all. So I never understood why everyone was shipping Carden and Jude until you read the last bit, and then like, okay, there's something, but you're never 100% sure. And I couldn't put this down. This was a page turner, one after the other, and I actually gave it a 5 out of 5. This is the first book that I annotated, and I actually wrote notes because I wanted to do a book review. I'll leave a link down to my blog where I did the book review as well. If you guys want me to do a book review in a video form, please let me know, because I can do that as well. If you want, just let me know. I really don't mind. And yeah, I just really liked the world. Basically, was so good, and gave it a 5 out of 5. And I actually did start reading in the last 2 days of January The Wicked King. Obviously I read them without the sleeves, dust jackets, because I take this around with me. I don't want to ruin the sleeves, so this is how I read it, and I've only into a couple of pages, so I haven't read a lot, but I'm liking it so far. But that'll probably be in my like February TBR or something, because obviously we're in February now. So that's basically what I read in January. Now I'm slowly getting back into reading, so I'm not reading a lot, and obviously they are not the thinnest of them all, so it takes me longer to read. I don't have that much time to read during the week, or even sometimes on the weekend. So I think 4-ish books is quite good for me for a first month as well. So that's basically what I read in January. So if you had to be honest, I think I read these 4. These were the main ones that I read. The rules for 50/50 chances was a question mark. Didn't really read it all, so I can't really mention that one. So reading 4, starting a 5th one, is quite good for me. I'm very happy with it. So yeah, if you're interested in any of these books and you want a better review or anything, let me know in the comments. I could probably pop it on my blog. And yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one in February, because then we can talk about what I've read in February. Let's see how many I can read. I wonder if I can do 5 this time in February. Let's see. I don't know. God knows. Thank you for watching. Leave a message or comment down below with what books you've read in January. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a lovely day wherever you're in the world. And I'll see you very soon. Bye guys.